I'm Welcome23, and you're joining me for the channel termination situation update. Let's go ahead and jump in. After a ton of emails, phone calls, voicemails, and no one replying, as well as, before, during, and after the situation, going and private messaging them, as well as, being so desperate as to post in each and every one of their updates going, please notice me, please stop ignoring me, I'm a content creator, I'm a person who's having a situation, and with your company, please resolve it. Thank you to each and every one of you that supported me through this situation and gave me your support. Thank you specifically, bigly, to the viewers who went out of their way and even reached out to some of these companies. And you actually got further than me. Like, they actually had conversations. I saw some of the screenshots, and it's like, wow, you actually ignored me. But, due to, I don't know. I mean, you guys what are make or break channels. You guys are what makes channels big or small. You're what makes them alive or dead. And I want to thank you so much for you didn't have to, but thank you so much. I want to thank also, a content creator that reached out to Ubisoft and was like, hey, this guy doesn't deserve his channel being deleted. I'm gonna reach out to them and whatnot. And thank you. You may have made the difference here. Everyone made at least some difference, and let's just go ahead and get to it. So finally, I was contacted back by the senior social media manager that started all this, and he said that it was an automated procedure which manually detected. When you go through a manual detection, because I just had to do it to some channels that actually stole a dozen, if not more, of my choices videos and uploaded them as their own. When you go through the procedure, it is a lengthy amount of information that you have to input. You have to input your address, your name. You have to input all this because it's a legal document. You're willing to go to court to protect your IP, and bots cannot do that. They are not allowed to do that on YouTube. So you even included your email address and all this information that's down here that's basic minimum versus what I have access to, what YouTube has access to, and what you have access to. So we're going to go ahead and overlook at that, automated or not. If it is automated and you're using bots, that's a no-no, but let's move on. He wanted links to the videos that are deleted. That wasn't working out. I had to give him the links, worrying that, hey, is he going to be like, yeah, I want those links that basically you privatized. I'm going to copyright them too so I can finish off your channel. Being worrisome. Now, if that happened, I could definitely, without even blinking, take someone to court, but my community, in the meantime, is deleted until the court judge rules, which may take years. Um, Long story short, he said he lifted the strikes, that, they wanted me to remove the videos on my side once the strikes were removed. And he says, future content, to be clear, we appreciate your support, which you're not getting any from me, especially now. But they cannot accept gameplay videos revealing, story or visuals from their storylines. That's not how this works. That's not how fair use works. That's not how any of this works. Like, H3H3 and a lot of other YouTubers have been fighting this legally and winning left and right, having landmark cases and whatnot. And you cannot take a game, which, by the way, you are Ubisoft. You own Studio 1492. So when you sign those contracts and everything, by the way, there's no disclosure, there's no NDA, there's no nothing, there's no disclaimer saying, no, you're not allowed to film it. And I pointed out to the guy, you have something right here, this big lengthy statement here, which I will include a link down below, that says, yes, by all means, have at it, man. We want you. We need you as content creators. We have seen that if content creators cover a game and they say, wow, this is a lot of fun, and people see the gameplay and they really enjoy it, sales and everything go up. Nintendo learned this lesson when they shared their monetization with people. They saw it. We were going from striking people to sharing. It went up. Nintendo Switch sales were going up, games were going up. But when we finally let content creators have free reign, they're selling like hotcakes. Nintendo Switch has never had this much profitable of a year in a long time. And Nintendo was a company that saved gamings as I know it, as you know it. Some of you, long before you were even born, Nintendo saved gaming. And so they learned, they're like, wow, this was smart. And I want to say, Reggie, you are awesome for doing that. You are finally awesome for well, not finally, but Nintendo's awesome for them finally realizing what you were trying to say, is that content creators and social, interactions are what makes or breaks a company. And finally, Nintendo's really striving ahead. So, that being said, let's get over to his statement. They removed the strikes. Yay. We won. Again, thank you all for your support. But I want to leave you all with this note. And this is big. This is huge. This is detrimental to the rest of YouTube. This is not over. Do not take a sigh of relief. Do not take a breath of relief. This is something that unless a YouTuber stands up and fights, and I'm encouraging every single one of you to reach out. I want you to keep spreading these videos. I want you to keep pressing them. This is not over. Just because my channel is safe, there are a lot of channels right now being deleted because of this. They are not willing to fight or are unable to fight or don't know how to fight. And please, if they need help, send them to us. Send them to the community. I will help them in every single way. We need to fight. We need to fight together as content creators as well as communities. We have to bond together. We are what makes this platform. We are what makes gaming. We are what makes this world. Let's be honest. Without people and without people supporting one another, this would just be anarchy. We'd be Mad Max or Rage 2 or just craziness. Okay? You have to stand together. I've tried to stress this message since I became a content creator on this platform, since I've been holding other content creators accountable. You are role models. You are people that need to stand for your platform and against even the wrongs on your platform. You need to stand together as content creators, and you need to desperately support your communities and other people's communities and stand together, because you know what? Wouldn't it be nice, when you've got like 8 million people and you say, hey, by the way, this is wrong, what's going on, really support this guy, and hey, it helps because it means it helps you. It shows you're a nice person. It helps you grow. It helps people realize. And then it's like, hey, that helps that person grow. And it's happening more, and I'm so thankful. And as we're ousting out more bad YouTubers and bad content creators, we're finally seeing a little glimmer of this. And if anything has spoken in the past month of my content videos, and me supporting other content creators, and me helping content creators even be made, let alone grow, even surpassing me, I am proud of that. I could sit at, the subs we got right now, and at least I know I'm making a difference, but I want to grow. I want this community to grow. But let's move on. So I left this big statement, which again, like I said, don't take a sigh of relief yet. A lot of people are hurting right now because of this company. Specifically, Ubisoft and 1492, they need to change. They need to get on the same wavelength, because what's going on is bad. As I've taken the videos published away, I would like to thank you, but I'll leave you with this. Nowhere on the app, Google Store, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere, and myself and others have scoured to find out where, is there no disclaimer or disclosure to not film the game or even parts of it. I would suggest one is added. Because, as it stands, what happened is if it continues is against fair use and other several laws, and that's just in America. Figuring the studio now resides under Ubisoft, which has a massive statement to encourage gameplay, streams, etc., that basically this kind of sends a very lopsided statement, and that's being generous. This sends a very horrible statement as you as a company. You are now regressing as a company, and you need to send out a PR statement. I get it. This guy is wet behind the ears. He was hired in 2018, at the end of 2018, when I was literally covering these videos, and basically these were videos that, were up for over a year now. Man. So, where do I live? Okay, as a person who covers visual novel storytelling experiences, from literally every game developer to date, never have I ever had the unpleasant experience of this happening. Get demonetized or something, sure, but because I follow YouTube guidelines, rules, and etc. to the T, let alone the law to the T, any of the game company developers wants coverage of a game, and if the comments left recently on the situation or any indication doing something like this hurts a company and why it's never done. I once Again, thank you for handling the retractions. I only hope you either add the disclosure or reconsider the situation. In no shape or form does coverage of a story hurt the story in any way. We look at episodes, storyscape, choices, chapters, etc., all heavy contenders in the world of this app is, and yet make painstaking more profit even with hundreds of creators covering it. Because that's what matters at the end of the day. Experience, choices, etc. That's why these games are made, and also the fact you might not meet a content creator who wants to handle this in a civil manner. They might take you to court and they would win. There are landmark cases right now of YouTubers winning against companies like you. Of YouTubers winning against this tyranny that you are trying to impose. Never have I had this issue with Ubisoft. Never. Division, the whole thing. Never have I had it. And I gotta say, you guys are regressing if this is gonna be the way it's gonna go. Because I'll tell you one thing, you guys are gonna fall flat on your face going against content creators if you're gonna strike videos and content and whatnot that they upload. I'm sorry, no. That's like going and striking Division 2 gameplay. Good luck. And if recent content creator lawsuits wins against these types of actions or indications, you might take that to heart as you strike the other channels you have or probably going to who are covering your content. I'll try not to take this too much to heart as I continue covering other Ubisoft products currently and in the future. Have a great day, John. You can't do this. You can't. You can't regress. I mean, you can. You're just going to end up bankrupting yourself. You're going to end up having a bunch of lawsuits. You're going to have a bunch of YouTubers fighting you and streamers fighting you, and you're going to have a bunch of people who are standing up and uniting. Hey, if you want to unite everybody and turn them all against you, hey, you're doing a fantastic job as it is. But as it is, you want people to go out and buy Ghost Recon, right? You want people to go out and buy all these other games. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Are you hoping to hurt your company? Like, if this is how it works, if you're wanting to hurt the company that you got hired for, hey, you're doing a fantastic job. I think someone from high up needs to come speak to this gentleman and say, hey, you can't do that. We have a policy, this massive thing that we've published on our Ubisoft website that is showcasing even the mobile games and everything. We cannot have someone disparaged and someone literally erased from the face of a platform because what? I don't. It's not even retaliatory, unless somehow, some way, indirectly, because me pointing out Pro Jared or Kuno or something directly offended you or indirectly. You can't do retaliatory even. There's plenty of content creators who want on that basis too. You can't. So with that being said, please, I'm going to discourage you from playing the game. If you want to play the game, that's fine with you. I discourage you from watching the ads. You can close out of the app the minute the ad loads. You can go back into it. The ad will not load. Just close completely out of it. Go back in. I encourage you to go out and speak to every content creator. Share this message. Let them know their channel's about to be hit if they're not already, because their livelihoods, people who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers bigger than me, you're next. And hey, maybe you'll get hit, maybe one of you will stand up, or maybe someone will make a bigger stink that's bigger than me, and someone somewhere will make a bigger attention, and a bunch of people, bigger than me, bigger than them, will gain attention, and maybe this will get covered by Drama Alert, Keemstar, H3H3, people who have won in these circumstances or point these things out. Hopefully. So without further ado, hey, feel free to join me for Rage 2 gameplay or a lot of the other streams on Twitch, where, by the way, I want to cover a video that is going to be astronomically huge for YouTube, and I want it to be shared. It's something that YouTube is not doing for you, as they're rolling in their hundreds of millions of dollars that they're making profit off of YouTubers every couple months to let's just say a year at the very minimum, or maximum even. They're rolling in money, and your views, your whatnot, are subject to nothing. You're not hardly paying. There's people who are sitting there going, I'm getting millions of views a month and I'm being paid minimum wage. Content creators don't make money. We only make money if you guys support us. If you hit the join button, or I wholeheartedly encourage people to actually start just donating directly through PayPal's, GoFundMe's, Patreons, things like that, because YouTube takes a lot bigger cut. But joining the join feature, is a way of us being able to give you at least something back. For Twitch people, there's a subscriber program. You get emotes, you get big icons next to you, things like that. I encourage those, but please, 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 please get this message out. Get this message out. Because if this is allowed to grow, if this is allowed to go under the rug, this is going to be a bigger, 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 bigger problem for everybody. You, me, bigger content creators, smaller content creators. I stand for everyone. Whether you have 20 subscribers or whether you have 20 million subscribers, I want to stand for everybody. And I want everyone to unite, and I want us to fight together and do what's right, and fight against the tyrannical bullshit on YouTube, as well as the world, but I also want us to fight against the wrongs and the wrongdoers. So let's do it together. So without further ado, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to catch you all, hey, in a future video, hanging around, community, Discord, whatnot, links down below. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all later. Peace.